All right, welcome to our sixth episode here of our Level Up Live Webb City. As we're back with head coach Ryan McFarland and a couple of other people. Who else is out here tonight?
Kevin Cooper, glad to be back talking Webb City.
And Samantha McFarland over there.
Talkative one.
So, Dr. Cooper, you're rocking the Riverton shirt tonight, I see. Riverton's got a home game Friday night.
Riverton's got a big home game Friday night. Colgan comes to town in our home opener, so everybody's excited about that. Looking forward to watching that game.
All right. Well, let's jump in here to last Friday night's game. Last Friday night at Republic, big win on the road. Both teams, are 1-1. Republic 2-0. A lot of hype, and you guys got the big 42-21 win. Man, what was that like after? I mean, the year before, losing at home in that district semifinal game.
Yeah, I'm going to start back at the Carl Junction game, and you go through our defense and how well they played this year, but the next week, they play really well. They keep us in the game, and then we get to Carl Junction, and they didn't play bad, but they just couldn't get stops, and Carl Junction was able to convert a lot of third down conversions, and even, they were 5 for 5 on fourth down conversions, so all week at practice, you could just tell our defense was frustrated with the way they played and didn't think they played the way they needed to. So we had a phenomenal week of practice on defense, and I remember talking to the boys in the locker room before the game, and, we were talking about, striving to be perfect and perfection, and that, in real life and in real games, we can't be perfect, but on certain plays, we can be perfect as 11 guys on the field. And they came out and played phenomenal in the first quarter. I mean, they get a turnover on the first play of the game. And it takes us 2 plays to get an 11-yard touchdown, and then we have to punt to them on our second possession, and we get a blocked punt. We get the ball on the 3-yard line, and there's 2 possessions out of our first 3 where we've got 15 yards of offense, but because of our defense, we get 2 scores out of it, and they set the tone early, and then they just continued to play, the rest of the game.
Right, and big game, definitely. Player that's emerged pretty big time on offense right now, sophomore Gabe Johnson.
Yeah, Gabe, you can't say
enough. I mean, of course, you've got, Gallardo, and Omari, but he's picking up some more work now on offense, and what's his mindset been like?
Yeah, Gabe's one that, very rarely do we play an offensive skilled player as a freshman in, Webb City football over the last 40 years, and he's one that got a chance to play last year, and this is why, because he's a special kid, and, he had a kickoff return against Carl Junction, had a rushing touchdown against Carl Junction, but Friday night, I mean, he had 13 carries for 105 yards, as a quarterback, but also had 2 big catches for us as a receiver, and on a 2nd and 20 play, he catches a 42-yard pass over his shoulder, and he makes everything look so easy, and it's not that easy, but he's definitely, he's a kid. We try to limit his touches because he's not very big. He's young and not very big. We want to keep him healthy and keep him safe, but he's a kid that's on the field all the time. And speaking of him playing quarterback with Braden, we're doing a kind of a 2-quarterback system, and I'm not a big fan of it until this year and how well it's working for us, and it's something we're going to continue to do moving forward because they have such different skill sets. They really support each other. There's not really any egos between the two. And then when Braden's at quarterback, it gives Gabe a chance to play some running back or receiver.
Well, also, you guys beat Republic now this week. You're back at home, and you're playing Joplin. A lot of hype coming into this game. I know Dr. Cooper, being at Webb forever, a lot of hype when this schedule started happening, years, probably 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, 6 years, yeah.
6 years ago, yeah. That is a game that when that first came about, everybody immediately became excited about. The proximity that we have and just being this close to each other, and really the reputation that Webb City's had, and then, Joplin being the big 6A team that they are, and just really the talent they have, I think makes it one of the more exciting games in the area. Before, the 5 or 6 years ago, I just remember way back when Webb played Joplin at Missouri Southern, and it was probably one of the bigger sporting events anywhere that year, and it was just a great game. Joplin came away with the win. I remember Mark Smith got hurt that game, and But man, it's just that rivalry goes a long way back, and I think it'll make for an exciting night on Friday night.
Yeah, most definitely. And so, Samantha, we're going to get you in the conversation now. A little talk here about being a head coach's wife. What's it like, on game day, especially like the past couple of weeks, big games Republic now at home against Joplin, with this man at home? Do you see him much, or?
We don't get to see him a whole lot, but when we do, he's usually present with us there, so we don't get him very often, but when he does, he tries. It's been busy, but it's been good. And the girls, we all love football, and the girls get excited, so.
I know, I see him on the sideline all the time with them and stuff, and that's really, really cool to see like that, so it's really awesome. When you guys have meals together and stuff like that, is he fidgety? Is he like looking away, like what thinking about plays and stuff, or am I gonna get somebody in trouble?
I have no idea where this is going.
I just want to know. I just want to know how it's going.
He's out there on his own on this one, so.
It just depends. Sometimes, not usually. Like if we get the chance to sit down, we've got our 16-year-old who plays softball too, so between everybody's schedule, it's rare that we get to sit down together at the same time and eat. And so on the rare occasions that we do, we try to make the best of it, and everybody kind of puts their phones down and we sit and enjoy the meal together. So it doesn't happen that often, but.
And you guys have a 16-year-old. You have a driver now.
It's awesome.
What is that like? It's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, we were a little nervous the first week or so, but now that she can get herself to school and help get the kids to school, and she can run errands for us, we're paying for insurance and gas, but it's worth every penny.
All right. Well, going into this week, like we said, playing Joplin. I guess the big name coming out of Joplin right now, I guess, is their backup running back that's gotten a lot of Torrin Jones. Your defense has been stout all season long so far. So how's preparation? Is it just like every other week?
Yeah, and that's probably the unique thing about this week is, if you go to the communities and the student body and the teachers at the school, and everyone's so excited and jacked up for the week, and we try as coaches, and our players have done a really good job this week of, hey, this is our week 4 opponent. We got to, we're trying to be better than we were last week, but regardless of what happens this week, we're going to go on to week 5, and we're going to try, to be a better football team next week. So we really try to downplay the rivalry here, and we don't talk a lot about it just because, if it goes well, great, and we're going to celebrate after, and if it doesn't go well, then we're going to learn from it, we're going to move on. But, our season, the important part of our season starts week 10, and that's what we keep reminding our kids, that's our goal, and that's what we're trying to get to.
Well, I know I'm definitely excited for the game Friday. I know we covered Joplin also, but I got to say go Big Red, Webb City this Friday night. So make sure to come out to the game and watch Webb City take on Joplin. And we're going to go to the break.
Well, this may look like an average transaction, but Mid-Missouri Bank makes it so much more. With Kasasa free checking accounts from Mid-Missouri Bank, add our card to your digital wallet when you're looking for a faster, contactless way to pay and still get credit for a swipe. Stop paying for your checking account and start making money with it instead. Visit midmobank.com today to get started. Mid-Missouri Bank is building the community bank of the future in the Ozarks today.
All right, welcome back from the break as we are going to get our pick'ems going here as TC's back here with us, and Dave is back with us, and he doesn't have to go to the bathroom tonight.
No, not right now. Give me a minute.
So, Dave, since we're going to do our pick'ems here, you're going to start us off. You get to pick first here on the first game. Republic 2-1. Going to Neosho homecoming night. Neosho 0-3 right now.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. It's Republic.
TC, who you got?
As much as I'd like to go the other way, I'm going to have to probably go with Republic on that one.
Cooper?
I'd have to agree. I just think Republic will be too tough for Neosho.
I'm going to probably go with the same thing. So
You know what? I'm taking Neosho.
I think I'm done picking Neosho this season.
Taking Neosho.
So here's a good one. Carl Junction at Carthage. I'm going to go Carthage. I think Carthage gets their first win of the season this week. Cooper, who you got?
Boy,
After watching that Knicks game, I mean...
You know, man, that's a tough one, but I'm going to go with Carthage as well. I just, there's no way they're going to go winless for very long, and I think maybe they put it all together this week.
Wow, that's hard. Yeah, I think, Carthage has got too much going there. I'm going to go with Carthage.
Yeah, they are right now down to their third string center. You know, they got a lot of young guys, but I haven't seen CJ play except for clips against Webb City. But yeah, I'm going Carthage.
I mean, they do some nice things on offense, and they're tough to stop. But if they get into a shootout with somebody, I don't know that they've got it.
I think Carl Junction is obviously improved from last season, but I think Carthage is putting it together. I got to go with Carthage.
All right, let's see. We have, this is a good one. Seneca at Lamar. TC, you get to go first this time. Let's hear it.
Wow, it's at Lamar.
It's at Lamar.
You know, I think we're gonna go. I think we'll go with the home team just because they're at home.
TC's going Lamar. Dave?
Yeah, it's a coin toss for me, and Lamar won the coin toss. I'm going Lamar.
Hey, I've said it since start season. I'd said Seneca is going undefeated, and they're going to get a state championship this year. I'm just throwing it out there. So I'm going Seneca.
Wow.
I may be wrong. I obviously, I'm losing in the pick'ems right now. So
Seneca's really good. I think Seneca's a very good team. But Lamar at home, I think they've lost like 2 games in 60 years. I don't know, but I've got to go with Lamar at home.
All right, and let's throw an extra. We've got Joplin Webb City, but let's throw an extra one in there. Let's go this Friday. We've got Riverton at home against Colgan.
Riverton is hosting Colgan.
Yeah, the superintendent.
Now here's the thing. Colgan is probably the favorite to win the state championship right now in Kansas in their class, and they are going to be by far the best team that Riverton will face this year. But man, Riverton's playing hard. They're working hard. They're getting after it. I think our coaching staff's done a great job. There is no way I can go to work tomorrow and say that Colgan's going to win that game. So
I can't believe it.
I'm going to say that I'm going to take Riverton. But I'm smart enough to understand if Riverton wins this game, it's going to be a pretty big upset. But, man, I believe in upsets, and we'll see what happens because I believe in those kids.
Yeah, and I'm already down losing in picks this year, so I'm going to go Riverton, too, just so if they win, I can next week.
Oh, you actually expect Dave and I to answer this question? I thought you were only asking that so you make Cooper sweat.
Yeah,
No.
I plead the fifth.
It's the first week we don't have a Willard question.
Yeah, I think.
Guys, I'll help you out. The R on my chest kind of helps me make that pick.
Yeah.
I would totally understand if you guys take the other team just because 99% of the world would as well.
I'm going to take the team to the north.
There you go.
I agree with TC.
I'd like to argue with you,
know
but
which way north is.
our kids are going to come and play hard. I can guarantee you that, and we'll hopefully come out on top.
All right, here we go. The next level game of the week, Joplin at Webb City. Coach Jasper gets his first loss at Cardinal Stadium.
Well, it's about time.
That's what we're saying. All right. And
I
I
don't know how
don't.
you're closing after that one, but go ahead.
Well, we could kick it back to TC if he wants to talk about the Aaron Rodgers Achilles tear.
No.
Uh,
No. No, we're good. But
or we can end on that.
Well, hey, you know what?